And we are back here at Tobago Updates. Good morning again to everyone and all of viewers joining us. For those of you joining us this morning, we have with us Mrs. Leeanna Alexander. She'll be here to tell us a little bit about an upcoming event on DSFN tomorrow at the Scarborough Library. Right, so we'll get right into it. Could you tell us, Leeanna, a little bit about your role in DSFN?
Okay, good morning and thank you for having me and welcome to our viewers. I'm Leeanna Alexander. I'm an educator and lecturer, and with the Down Syndrome Family Network, I am the representative for Tobago and also the board member with the organization.
All right. So before we continue, of course, DSFN, to our viewers who may not know, is the Down Syndrome Family Network. Yes. So we continue in what is DSFN and what is its active role in the community.
All right, so I'm happy that you asked that question. So the Down Syndrome Family Network is an organization, it's a non-profit organization that supports, advocates, and work with persons with Down syndrome and different abilities. So it's not just for persons with Down syndrome alone. The organization was founded in 2012 by Glenn Niles. He's our chairman and founder. And we are ably assisted by Lisa Ghani, who is our corporate events person. They are all board members as well.
All right. So throughout the years, as you said, it has played an active role in the community. Being there as a strong support or being there, to help out the children and adolescent youths with Down syndrome. Yes. So could you share a little bit of what services you provide to the community?
All right, so let me give you a little bit of the genesis. The organization would have been present in Trinidad for a number of years, and they normally would come to Tobago. So in 2012, they came, and from 2013, they would have had a strong presence in Tobago up until today. So they are here for the past 9 years, and we have workshops for the parents. Our parental workshop, we also have stakeholders from the Division of Education and caregivers, the school administrators and stuff like that. We have 4 of these workshops every year. We have our main conference in March. That's the World Down Syndrome Day conference. We have our Lots of Socks campaign, and we have the body walk. So all these are things that we do throughout the year. So it's not just a one-time thing and then you don't hear about us again. It's a continuous presence of the Down Syndrome Family Network here in Tobago and in Trinidad as well.
So I heard that you mentioned the body walk. So could you tell us a little bit about that before we continue on to the workshop that you have for tomorrow? I know the body walk is something upcoming as well. So could you just give the viewers some insight into the body walk?
Right. So I'm so excited right now. So October is Down Syndrome Month, right? So within the month of October, we have a lot of events, and the body walk is huge. So the body walk would have started in 1995 by the Down Syndrome Society of America and would have continued to other countries. So in 2012, when the organization started, the body walk was introduced in Trinidad and Tobago, and then it spread throughout. So it's the largest inclusive event for persons with disability. And it promotes advocacy, support, and everything as inclusion for these persons. Thousands of steps would have been taken. So the body walk is an event where we raise funds, but we also support. So it's like you have a friend, a colleague, a member with Down syndrome and other disabilities, you partner with them to walk with them for human rights, for support, and everything else. We have our T-shirts that you can purchase. This is our T-shirts here. So this is our color. Yeah, this is the one for this year. It's black, right? This is to show the strength that we would have gotten over the years, working together as a community, working together as a people to push inclusion and to support persons. And you do a 1K walk.
It's 1K.
It's 1K for persons who very fit and stuff, not like myself. They can do the 5K run, right? And all the information is there
on the screen.
On the screen, but you see that date? That is when we are having our prep for Carnival. So ours is going to be in November, on November the 9th. Tobago is going to be doing theirs. Trinidad will have theirs first on the 22nd of October, starting at Nelson Mandela Park, and we have a lot of prize giving. When you register, you can register online with Buffer Sports. When you register, you get your t-shirts, and the first 500 persons get their medals. Registration until Friday is only 100. After Friday, it's 120.
Okay, so we have to come early. It's a kind of a
early
bird special.
Yeah, so you can register now for Trinidad. You can register also for Tobago because we are starting our promotions as soon as the month of October starts.
Right. And how do we, you said that we're getting, at registration, we'll be getting the t-shirts as well.
T-shirts,
yes?
so.
Because it kind of intrigued me when you lifted it.
Right. Yes. So the t-shirts are available. So in Tobago, we have our pop-ups we do it at the Port Mall, we do it at Lowlands Mall, Scotiabank. They normally call to, to advocate with us, to support us. And so we have places that we go, the Division of Education, my hugest crowd is from there, CAS and all these places, and also the Division of Health, they also partner with us.
Okay.
So we have these t-shirts on sale. Most of the schools in Tobago, it's a different narrative. We try to involve the schools because ours is on a weekday. And because it's a Thursday, the schools come out. And we this year we are going to go the same route as last year, from Shopper Cultural Complex to the Esplanade.
All right. So that was information on the body walk.
On the body walk.
That starts on the 22nd of October in Trinidad.
In Trinidad, and Tobago is going to be on the 9th after all the carnival issues and celebrations would have died.
Yes.
Been completed.
Yes, of course. Right. So we're moving back onto the Down Syndrome Family Network workshop that you will be having tomorrow.
Yes.
Could you tell our viewers what time, where's the venue, who would be presenting, a little bit of what we can expect from our presenters tomorrow?
All right. So for the workshop, the workshop tomorrow is going to be at the library, and we are going to have two main speakers. So our first speaker is Mr. Ram Karan Singh, and he's going to look at the legislative issues and challenges that we have been having. We are going to look at the Equal Opportunity Commission as an avenue for redress. So there are persons with disabilities that sometimes you may have a student, and we have it in Tobago, they are not able to get into the primary school because we don't have the support readily, right? Certain things were not done, some of them were not assessed, and he's going to speak to that. So persons can come out and get additional information, because sometimes parents, and these workshops, we want parents to come. Yes, we have teachers. Yes, we have other stakeholders. But for our parents who are the sole caregivers of their children, they need to get this information, because some of these parents, they are not aware that the early childhood centers take these students with support. And I can say that for Tobago, that there are centers who take them. Our next speaker would be our very own Dr. Faith B. Israel, also our our Deputy Chief Secretary, and she's going to speak to let's focus on ability. So if we are looking at inclusion, we have to look at the legislative aspect, but we also need the emotional and behavioral aspect as well, so that we can put them all together and have something that we can go forward with. So she's going to look at that, focusing on ability as opposed to disabilities.
So we have two very well-known
speakers
tomorrow.
Well-informed.
Yes. As well. They'll be taking us through a question and answer segment as well. I saw that on the flyer. Right, so this is tomorrow at the Scarborough Library from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Right, so we want persons to be there by 8:30. It's a free workshop. All our workshops are free to the public. We provide refreshments, we provide a nice atmosphere, and persons can come out and be a part. But you must register, because we have place for at least 60 participants, and registration, it's going okay, but we still have a few more spaces that persons can register.
All right, and as we wrap up our interview this morning, I know it's on the flyer, but could you please reiterate how can we attend? Who is it available to, and how do we register for the
All right,
workshop?
so registration is ongoing. It's on social media. And you can also call me. They can also call Leeanna Alexander. My number is 293-6544. And they can call to register, but the registration is online. So you go, it's Google Forms, and you register. Once you register, you automatically you're in. You are given the link as well. So some persons may register and not be able to come in person. You can join online. And it's I said the time, right?
Yes, 9 to
8:30.
12.
Yeah, but
Well, you want
8:30.
everybody to be there for
Yeah, because
8:30
we
a.m.
want to start online and we want to start on time as well.
All
Yeah.
right. So thank you, Mrs. Leeanna Alexander. For those of you just joining us, this was Mrs. Leeanna Alexander, representative from the Down Syndrome Family Network. She was here telling us a little bit about the workshop that they'll be having tomorrow. As we continue on today, we'll have Miss Lewis and Mr. Patrick telling us a little bit about the Caribbean Development Championships. So thank you for those of you who joined in. And I hope that you stay tuned and you share the live, share the live, share the live.